that Golden Feet has been, very, very flexible lately. He has even tried out the Zoe, the Ziggs even, and the Jin during their match against Naos eSports. So I think that is an integral part on him in terms of adjustment. Yeah. It will be extra challenging to ban away the champions of Noel as well, because he has a vast champion pool. Yone ban is interesting.
It is warranted because Valdez is a beast on the Yone. Monster. And yesterday, she won 2 games off the Yone pick, right? Like game number 1, game number 7, and immediately a lockdown on the Ornn, which yesterday was played by KT.RY in the Baron lane.
Yeah,
100% win rate. 3 games.
And unstoppable influence as well. Not only in the laning phase, defensively as showcased by Ratel in that 3v1 triple kill that he had, but also in teamfight setups that we have seen Draw and Ratel used yesterday. Double marksman gonna be utilized this time around again by BRU and a Corki as well, which we have seen a lot on the well.
Yeah, which brings us to a potential pickup on the Kazakhs, because that's one of the best answers that you have, the only assassin that he can play. I need to reconnect.
Me too.
It's... Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, just to go back to my point, the assassin is definitely a need here for KT.RY, and we all know that Daw is so effective on this champion, right? He's not going to be as flashy as the other aggressive jumblers that we have, but there will be moments in where he will find an angle that no one can even dare to think about, right? Like yesterday, he won a game off of a very good flank, avoiding the minions, making sure it's so similar to the Mission Impossible, special.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Exactly. He's going on their stuff and he's just going to finish the job for you.
And stole the MVP spot of Zero as well, right? Just on that one play. I mean, Zero had no deaths that whole game, but given that one play, it was determined to decide the victor during that game. And right now, he will have that same influence, same potential as well. BRU responding accordingly with a lockdown with a cease and desist for the Vi. I think they need one more frontline in case, because it's going to be very difficult to handle a lineup that is very mobile with the Zeri, very hard to catch with the Kazakhs, and team fighting superiority with an Ornn.
Renekton and Garen can do the job if you need a front line, and you have to remember that supports can also be that front line that is needed. KT.RY is banning away the Rakan because they know that this Rakan can just easily lock down this Kazakhs or maybe even the backline here. And meanwhile, Buriram United is just canceling out all the marksmen that can be played here by Luna and Daw. Corki is a very good option to ban away here. There are 2 options. It's either the Corki or the Ziggs. There you go. Ziggs is also a very good champion by Luna, but if Ziggs gets banned here, then it's kind of a definite... it's kind of a given that RY will go for the Corki. Oh no, Corki is actually on Buriram United already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What am I saying?
Can be used here by Luna. He is very good on that champion as well. Renekton for Tipper, definitely. He used it so many times during their match against Naos eSports and it gave them hard time. Actually, in almost all of the games, he used Renekton, used Camille at one point, but this performance on this champion is something to be scared with if you are Ratel. Hopefully with this champion it's going to be a clash of titans, surely, as we see now. Lux being picked up, mostly it's going to be Haku's champion, since the Zeri most probably is going towards Luna. Really good lockdown as well, given that they have secured the Nautilus. This is a pretty solid lineup that they have secured.
Lux Nautilus has been dubbed the kill lane ever since Horizon Cup. No, not really Horizon Cup, but during Icons Global. Whenever a CN team plays a Lux and a Nautilus, they will be overly aggressive because it's a lockdown for days, right? Once a hook connects, light binding follows through, and there's just no way for you to be able to withstand the damage. But if you're What the Jazz, going for the Galio is a very good pickup here. Not only do you have some innate magic shield to negate some of those combos, but you will also have that option to go for the hero's entrance, paired with the Vi of Valdez here. So Valdez goes in, what the Jess follows through.
This is so much flexibility on the side of BRU, right? And in any sort of situation, they are going to be able to follow up and respond. Not only to the lockdown, or not only to the season this is by Valdez, but also to the killer instinct of the well later on. There's so many ways that they can pierce through the front line straight to the back line of KT.RY. And that is the goal. That has been the way that Nigma Galaxy won game number 1 when Haku used the locks against them. When they take him down, there's absolutely no more damage, especially when Luna as well is being threatened. And this is a good way to start game number 1 of this best of 7 series.
This will definitely be a banger, a very good opener. The only worry that I do have is this Locks pickup by Rosar-Y. Outside of the Locks pickup by Rosar-Y, I believe that this is an evenly drafted matchup. This Renekton versus Ornn, I did touch base this yesterday. I really am a firm believer that Renekton is in a very good shape in the current meta right now. I don't mind it being picked 7 out of 7 games, just because it's so stable right now. I'm a known abuser of the champion, right? Because you can play it safe, you can play it aggressive. It really depends. But knowing Zipper, he would be playing aggressive, and I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of dominates this lane just because of his aggression.
I mean, it's highly recommended not only on competitive play, but especially on rankings, right? It's coming from the guy that has 100% better performance than his current rank right now, which is Grandmaster, guys. That is just insane.
And just 400 games, I guess, is the better term. 400 games worth of experience on the Renekton, and then followed by Rammus with just 100. That just goes to show that I one-trick the guy. So yeah, if anything, I'm 100% confident with my knowledge as to how Renekton matchup works. You would also see that when it comes to the rune choice, contrary to what happened yesterday and where Hyde went for Sweet Tooth as his inspiration rune, you would see that Zipper wants to go for Demolish. And whenever you go for Demolish as a Renekton, that just means one thing. You want to win the lane, because by winning the lane, you will... Oh no, Zipper got hit.
Unfortunate. Ratel, I think, would flash. He's just waiting for the cooldown. Flash for flash at the very least.
Oh,
nearly dodging that first kill. Almost a first blood, actually, by Ratel.
High risk, high reward is definitely the play that is being done here by Zipper. And so he just got punished hard here by Ratel. But luckily for him, Valdez is here.
Yeah, big punch this time around by BRU, and that's gonna be first blood. Zipper surviving with sliver of health is an amazing outplay.
Okay, well, BRU is deciding not to freeze the lane because they had the opportunity to just let Zipper back away. But because Jess is here, wait.
Still gonna be able to heal up a little bit, but the Ignite is sticking. Unable to land the kill. He is immortal.
Yeah, not enough damage coming from Numel. And that is a flash that was burnt here. Good start for BRU. It started so grim for them, right? Like the over-aggression, getting hit by tower. And this ward, very good catch from our observers. This ward just expired right away, which means that this was a very clean entry coming from Valdez. That, of course, is a very good mechanical play, combining your Vault Breaker with your flash to make sure that you get longer range and to not give the opposing team any chance to react.
It's a combination of game mastery based on experience, confidence as well, and really good coordination with your allies so that you can execute that kind of setup. Props to BRU for being able to secure that first blood. Now they're leading approximately 1,000 gold. Nothing to be worried about, especially with the scaling factory of KT.RY. I think Ratel still has a lot of ways to impact the team fight, especially given the kit of the Ornn. There's nothing to be to be concerned about for the meantime. Tipper needs to be extra careful though, because
Uh-huh.
right now, given the influence, given that everyone is at least level 5, now
Yeah.
the final spark has range in top lane. If they
Oh.
engage onto him with the help of though, they can actually punish him.
There is a way for Thipper to greatly influence this game by going for the split push build and making sure that Rattel goes on dual mode, because if you take away the Ornn from clashes, then you take away the impact of course his long range engage, Call of the Forge God, and in a dueling setup, Renekton versus Ornn should favor the Renekton. So if in case that Thipper goes for the expensive build of Trinity Force plus Blade of the Ruin King, it's just a given that the third item will most likely be a Hull Breaker, and he will try to win the side lane. Is the win condition for BRU. It really is up to Thipper as to how he wants to play this lane.
And the rest of the members doesn't really need to do anything as of the moment, right? They have a double scaling lineup. This Kaisa and this Corki will be able to deal damage and the RH as well. And KT will be forced to, respond. They cannot be the one to start objectives because they need to kill the members of BRU first, since they do have the Lux, they do have the Kazakhs as well. If they take them head on, it's going to be very difficult as well because of the CC with what the Jess and Valdez have. Right now, they are trying to pin down what the Jess, a bit of damage, but it's okay. Right now, Valdez is starting the Dragon. I don't think KT can contest this. They're sprinting to the RH.
Yeah, he knows that he is spotted under a ward, so he has to be careful. Remember, there is a final spark. A threat of a steal is there, but no steal to be had here. Thipper goes in.
Yep, no, it's trying to stop him right now, but Hero's entrance is causing a lot of havoc. Haku is already dead, and Numel flashes away, at least away from harm's way. They are chasing him down, burning to death. As
Okay.
the has been casted. Double kill right now by BRU, and no answers by KT.RY. A flash for Rattel. After securing the Rift Herald, I don't think it's worth it. BRU getting more.
BRU knows that they have the number advantage, right? After getting the secured dragon immediately, BRU went here over to the Rift Herald, and you would see the combo is for Thipper to go in and for what the Jess to follow through. Thipper does not have enough health, and yeah, although he died in the process, it was still a net positive for them. That was 2 kills that BRU was able to get. Luna may have been able to get some tower plates here in the bot lane, but overall, I'm liking the start for BRU.
They have banked on scaling as well, since they have taken the first dragon. That's going to be very concerning for the side of KT.RY. Now it's trying to bash the bottom lane tower. Valos is threatening. They have cancelled the push, but still with a wave, I think Luna can pave its way. But now, with what they just in the mix, they need to disengage. BRU, again, really good defensive play.
Finally, the rotations have come in, and you would see that the final spark was used to help out the side lane. Now, this is a 1v1 and where Noel would have... Oh man, what an outplay. Can he kill Rattel? Rattel is so tanky
Flash!
though. Okay,
Almost. If he had one more Void Seer, that could have been a kill, but good out.
That's a clean outplay from Noel. And this is a matchup nightmare for Ornn, right? Like, this is the concern I do have for Ornn. In the competitive setup, in where side laners or the mid laners tend to go on the side lane, if he ever gets matched up onto a Kaisa, onto a Renekton, the mid game would not be as beautiful for him.
Luna being still able to free hit Nomel as well, casting that depth shard. Valdez, I need to disengage. Final spark still dodge. Good for him, as what the Jet is tanking a lot of damage here from Luna as well, but not yet enough to take him down. Power falls down though.
Luna.
Now they're going for the chase. That's a zap. That's the kill onto Noel. Unfortunate as he gets caught.
Looks like we have a Luna problem for BRU to resolve, because Luna was able to get 4 tower plates here in the bot lane. He is definitely accelerated. And Thipper, okay, he was able to dodge the Call of the Forge God, but he is still in a very bad position here. This tower is at 41 HP. He will still be able to survive. Again, going back, right, Luna is definitely the win condition for KT.RY. He is so ahead right now, was able to get 1 kill. If you are a fan of KT.RY, you just want Luna to pop off.
Yeah, He has a lot of gold right now from the tower plates that he has acquired in the bottom lane, top lane as well. The tower that they've pushed with the platings too. And right now they're sitting at just over 1,000 gold lead against BRU.
3v3 here in the bot lane. Daw and Valdez is here. But there's a numbers advantage for KT.RY. They really want to take down this tower here in the bot lane. So Haku
41.
has been sent here in the bot lane.
Just to finish the 41 HP, they turn here onto the support. Valdez is gonna get taken down. That's an easy kill here for KT.RY. They've taken what a Jess as well. Clipper trying to survive, forced to use a flash, but the dredge line will catch him off guard, and those secures the triple kill.
And this Kha'Zix is starting to help Luna as well. And so now, if you're BRU, that's a huge tempo loss. This could even be destroyed here by KT.RY. 3-man strong push. There you go. Formal and complete. The 2 towers here in the bot lane was taken easily by KT.RY. They will transition over to the Dragon, but I know that BRU will contest that one out. We look into the replay and see how it all happened. Because at 41 HP, this tower is so low. They can just pin down. Again, Valdez getting hooked there. And remember when I told you that, again, the Lux combination with the Nautilus is a very deadly combo? Because it's so easy to execute. And that lockdown onto one member, Valdez had no chance.
Absolutely, and the follow-ups as well by Doe, the rest of the team here. KT.RY, perfect follow-up. Right now, they turn. KT.RY loses 1. That's the key target here by BRU. Without the Zeri, they have no damage, but they have secured 1 kill as well. Sacrificial buy, and now Stipper pops in the Dominus. Haku is going for the snares. Unfortunate light mining, I would say. Now they don't have the burst damage anymore. Haku as well is very low. They have to disengage.
Disengage they will do, but for now BRU is in prime position to at least get some vision around the dragon pit. This is the mountain dragon, such a healthier dragon right now, but you look at Daw, he already has Edge of Night, most likely has completed 2 items already, and again, this Kha'Zix by Daw has done a lot of wonders for KT.RY, right? And in this game, it's nothing different. There is Valdez trying to go for an aggressive play once again, but he has to be mindful because at right now, KT.RY is just eager or will welcome him with open arms, and the burst from KT.RY is too much for Valdez to really sustain from.
BRU being complete right now. KT.RY, they want to contest Hotel. Has taken a lot of damage. Good knock up with the Call of the Forge God. They managed to secure the Dragon. Second Dragon sacrifice now with BRU sacrificing what the Jess is worth it, definitely.
Yep, meanwhile Flipper trying to clear the wave as fast as he can. 2 range minions is enough to dissuade the push attempt by KT.RY here. Kudos again to BRU and their shot calling. They're so quick to their feet. They just went on, snatched the objective, and skadoodled away. That's it.
Yeah, because it should have been KT.RY's Dragon. They're the ones ahead in terms of gold. 5,000 before BRU took the Dragon, but decision making here of BRU just allow them to scale up even better, especially on their double marksman. That is the way, if they want to contest KT.RY in the late game, they really need to find ways to scale up just like this. But they also need to catch up in terms of gold, because again, if we compare Noel, if we compare Golden Feet as well towards Luna, it's still the Zeri that is richer.
For sure, right? Like this Luna problem by BRU is so apparent right now. But the 3 dragon win condition will always be there, regardless of the gold deficit that you have. If it's just less than 5,000 or maybe even at 5,000, I will still take the 3 dragon stacks that will join your squad. We have to remember the dragon stacking mechanics. The more dragon that you have, the more stats that you will give to your scaling champions or to all your champions, right? If I'm not mistaken, you can get as much as 8 AD and 8 AP, 8% AD and 8% AP if you get 3 stacks onto your team, and it's just busted right now. Like I tell you, it's so busted.
Even the Mountain Dragon, right? This is the perfect combination of dragons that you can actually acquire. Ice Dragon as well for the additional cooldown reduction is perfect here for Buried United eSports. If ever they do secure the 3rd dragon, KT.RY, they are pressuring down. Luna almost getting caught. Fortunately, he still has the Quicksilver enchant to be able to escape. Right now, Snare's not connecting here to BRU. They are able to escape. And KT, they're gonna let them for now.
They have to. The double scaling for both sides is real, but scaling wise, I would favor BRU. Although the reality is Luna is still ahead of competition right now. He is 1k ahead of his opposing Dragon Laner and Golden Pete. And you would see right now with the Quicksilver engine, that's the only way that he can really survive all those all-ins coming from Valdez, coming from the Renekton, coming from the Galio. And he is one of those players that are very good in utilizing the Quicksilver engine.
I mean, instantaneous reactions, right? And there was no follow-up by BRU after he was able to fully utilize it. Had there been any hesitation, that should have been a chance for BRU. That shows really good promise here for KT.RY. And it's not only that, right? It's the follow-ups, the CCs that KT can use to stop the engages of BRU that makes them so difficult to take down.
KT.RY trying to own up the top side of the map. And as you can see, they just want to secure this red buff, take it away from BRU's members. It's all about battle of attrition. KT.RY is known for snowballing leads, but BRU can engage anytime.
Valdez straight into the back line. Force uses Stasis, though it took too much damage. The Mel too is very low. Stasis as well. A lot of isolation phase right now. Golden Pete knew to get caught there by the final spark. Fortunately, all 5 of KT are still alive. BRU has lost 1.
That was impatient again by Valdez. He saw the angle, but there was a numbers advantage for KT.RY. There's no way that you would win a 5v4, especially knowing that KT.RY's utilities, summoner spells, and ultimates are still intact. It was too ambitious for Valdez to go in, and they are now going to get punished hard here by KT.RY.
That's the big cost of being impatient. What a Jess though is contesting, blasting into the shield of the Rand. The rest of BRU collapsing onto them. Minus armor, minus MR is affecting the members here of KT.RY as they lose 1. Valdez is here as well. They want to turn onto the Baron, but a season decision now onto Rattel, punishing his overextension. It's a big cost to KT.RY now. Zap here by Luna, trying to free it from the backline, though as well with a spike, with a reset, jumping on and on onto the Corki as Noel is the last man standing, but not for long. KT wins the fight.
The long drawn out team fight with Luna surviving at the end of it all is just all on KT.RY. A decisive win by them. But I kind of have to really give props to what the Jess. Man is crazy. Flashing in, taunting 3 people. And again, if you are inside the Baron pit, the amount of armor and magic resistance the Baron gives to your team is the reason why BRU's fight in this regard is kind of close, right? Like, imagine if it's not inside the Baron pit, then KT.RY will again just be able to win hard. But it didn't really stop them. KT.RY just continued to pressure, and with Daw on the Kazakhs, a familiar pick for him, he just knows what to do.
I just love the synergy of Daw and Luna as well as Nomel during that fight, because they were the last members standing on KT.RY, but they managed to kite 4 members of BRU, the slows coming in, and the way that Luna was always just free hitting, unstoppable, untouched in the backline is supreme outplay coming in from KT.RY. Now they're knocking into the base of BRU. Thipper has a nice angle though, but he will get caught eventually given the cannon minions providing vision as well. That's Call of the Forge God. Just to act as a backline, no penetration just yet, no engage by KT. Just wanting to take the towers down. Thipper forced uses stasis. Noel took too much damage though, as he will back away as well. But 2 in-hits, definitely worth it for KT.
For sure. Now the Baron push still continues. There still is a few seconds remaining.
Whoa. Flash, engage, Vault Breaker. Luna though is still free hitting from the backline, untouched as he zaps everyone that crosses the path here. Close to the proximity of KT.RY, and BRU loses 3 members. Now, again, they're knocking not only into the base, but to the Nexus. As now double knock up into the follow-up, and KT.RY secures game 1.
Luna is an ADC god. Let us remind everyone that this guy is one of the best marksman players in the world right now, and he just showed